Day 3 of the Western and Southern Open in Cincinnati, where a host of Grand Slam champions were bidding to reach the last 16. Among them, Serena and Venus Williams, as well as defending champion Li Na. Fresh from capturing her 54th title in Toronto on Sunday, world number 1 Serena Williams made her first appearance at this year's tournament against qualifier Genie Bouchard. The 19-year-old had never faced Williams in a tour match before, but did lose to her and Venus in a doubles exhibition alongside Monica Seles in Canada last week. And the Canadian number 1 looked intent for revenge after defeat there, as she dominated the pair's early exchanges and took a surprise lead.
Oh, superb start from the Canadian. Never panicked in that rally.
Williams, who still only lost 3 matches in 2013, had no answers as Bouchard secured the first set 6 games to 4.
Another unforced error. And the opening set has gone the way of the qualifier. Ranked 62 in the world, 6-4 over the world number 1 Serena Williams.
The teenager had the chance to break the 16-time Grand Slam champion early in the second, but couldn't convert.
Not a bad answer, is it? Well, saved us 6 of 8 break points.
The 31-year-old then ran away with the set, taking it 6-2 to set up a tantalizing decider.
After dropping the opening set, she has turned things around very nicely in set number 2.
Things continued to go Williams' way in the third, with Bouchard struggling to replicate her first set form.
Also, after just dropping the first set in that third game, she was facing a break point. And just that ability, just to settle things down.
Williams eventually completed her comeback in some style as she progresses to the third round to face unseeded German Marion Bartoli.
And they'll do it. Serena Williams has weathered the storm here on the center court. After dropping the opening set, the world number 1 showing her class and experience. And she is delivered in 3 sets, and she is safely through to the third round here at the Western and Southern Open.
There was to be no glorious comeback for Venus Williams as she took on Russia's Elena Vesnina. The 7-time Grand Slam winner recovered from dropping the first set to clinch a competitive second 7-5. However, the American, playing in her first tournament since the French Open, couldn't see out the match, Vesnina easing through the third and into round 3. The world number 23, champion in Eastbourne in June, will now have to overcome 4-seed Agnieszka Radwanska if she's to make it into the quarter-finals. Li Na was last up, the Chinese player facing home wildcard Lauren Davis in her first outing in Cincinnati since winning the title in 2012. And the former French Open champion looked rusty early on, with American wildcard Davis storming into a shot 4-love lead.
Game Davis.
Back up. Back across herself. With a fine angle.
Li managed to recover one of the breaks, but she couldn't hold off Davis any longer.
And she gets one. Lauren Davis takes the first set. Gave herself a fright towards the end. After leading 5-1. She takes out the first set here, 6 games to 4.
The world number 5 upped her game in the second set, and it wasn't long before she was a double break ahead.
Game lead.
She needed the 1.
Ball change, please.
5-1 now she leads.
Leads 5 games to 1.
And she swiftly closed out the set to get back in control of the match.
That's long.
Game in second set lead.
Serena does indeed
6 games to 1.
things up here. We're going to have a third set.
The decider mirrored the second set, Li dropping just one more game en route to the third round. There she'll face Germany's Angelique Kerber in a repeat of last year's final.
It's the 5th seed, the 31-year-old Chinese Li Na that advances into the third round.
Finally, there was some sad news to end the day as Wimbledon champion Marion Bartoli announced her retirement from tennis. The French woman, who captured her first Grand Slam title in London last month, lost to Simona Halep. Shortly after, the 28-year-old declared that would be her last match.
Just felt, it was time for me to call it a career, and my body just really can't do it anymore. I've been already having a lot of injuries since the beginning of the year. I felt I really pushed my body through the limits to win this Wimbledon, and I just can't do it anymore. My whole body is just too tired and exhausted from all of this. So I felt really deep inside me, it's time now to do something else.